Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning where we have had clouds most of the night, but now we are seeing our cloud clear line move through the Tri-Cities. As of the time I'm speaking, it is now clear in Kearney, but still cloudy in Grand Island and Hastings, and those clouds are going to be pushing southeast. Winds have been blustery all night long. Those winds are going to back off a little bit as the day goes on, but it's going to be somewhat blustery today. So it's kind of a battle between that north wind blowing in that colder air and the sun that returns today. That will kind of balance out each other. It's going to be a chilly day today, but it would be worse if we had clouds out there. Clouds moving back in tonight as we get another push of colder air. Now, with the clouds moving in, though, our temperatures may kind of level off later in the night, and then we begin to see our first rounds of snow moving in tomorrow morning. Now, some forecast models are a little farther south, but most of them don't have any snow in the Tri-Cities until at least noon tomorrow. So most of the snow is going to fall in these areas here tomorrow morning. You kind of see it there. This is probably when we get most of our accumulation is right in here. That said, again, maybe some minimal snow or even a mixed bag from about the Tri-Cities southeastward. And when I say mixed bag, we're talking maybe some freezing rain or sleet. Wouldn't be surprised if far southeastern areas even see some plain old rain. And then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, still some of that moisture here. This model kind of backs off, but others don't. So we're going to keep the chance of snow going. In fact, the increasing chances in the Tri-Cities at this point. These areas could start to see snow, more of a mix in here. And then as we get into tomorrow night, we're seeing more snow move through. Now, as we get towards tomorrow night, most of this is now changed over to snow and will remain snow for the rest of the event here. There's midnight Sunday or Saturday night into Sunday morning. The snow continues. Now, this is where most of the accumulation for the Tri-Cities would come if it does accumulate at all. And then as we get into Sunday morning, still some lingering snow, but not much additional accumulation. And by Sunday afternoon, it's moving on out of here, and the skies begin to clear up late in the day, especially to the north and west. Winds will be breezy throughout this event, not super strong, but a little bit of minor blowing snow is going to be a possibility. So at this point, this is not a major winter weather system, but still could bring some impacts to the area. I'm still going with that 2 to 4 inches of snow right in here for northern and western areas. There may be some isolated higher amounts, but generally 2 to 4 inches of snow is kind of a good bet in north central to southwest Nebraska. And then on the front end of this, mostly going to be a dusting, excuse me, a dusting to upwards of 2 inches of snowfall. There may be some very minor areas with higher amounts over 2 inches, but mostly it's going to be 0 to 2 inches of snow right in here. And then maybe some slick spots if there is any kind of icing farther to the south and east. Now, as of right now, the only winter weather advisories that are out are across northern portions of the area. And this is starting tonight at midnight and will continue until Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. It includes Broken Bow, Custer County, and then northward from here, Burwell, O'Neill, Spencer, Springview, Bassett, Ainsworth, Dunning, Brewster, Taylor. Those places are included in the winter weather advisory, and then westward towards Valentine into the Sandhills of Nebraska. All right, highs for today. We'll try to get back into the 30s and 40s this afternoon, warmer the farther south that you go. The winds will make it feel colder all day long, though. And then tonight, this is the last time we'll show this map this year, as we'll see one last freeze warning for southeastern areas because the growing season, it comes to an end this weekend here. So a freeze warning in effect tonight through tomorrow morning. After that, no more frost advisories, no more freeze warnings until next spring. Tonight's lows will dip back into the 20s. Like I said, those clouds may kind of help temperatures kind of stop falling after midnight tonight, but they'll still be well below freezing. Tomorrow's highs 20s and 30s might sneak in some near 40 in the southeast, depending on how much cold air punches southeastward here. And this could be a big player in the type of precipitation. This should mainly be a snow event for the Tri-Cities, and then it drops back into the 20s tomorrow night into Sunday morning, some teens off to the northwest. Sunday's highs, mostly in the 30s, the way it looks right now. A lot of mid-30s. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if there are some lower 30s. Just with the snow on the ground, that may hold temperatures down just a little bit. Let's check out the long-range forecast. And again, you got the cold, breezy conditions this weekend. For the Tri-Cities, the majority of any snow that falls will be between noon and noon. Noon Saturday to noon Sunday. And most of the accumulation will happen Saturday night. This wraps up sometime late Sunday morning or early afternoon, somewhere in there. And then once the skies clear up, we're going to get even colder nights early next week, down into the teens. Monday is going to be a slightly better day, lots of sun, but still only highs in the lower 40s. A lot of that will depend on how much snow's on the ground. And then as we get into Monday night, another cold front comes through. No precipitation with the front, but we are going to get some strong winds. It could get kind of windy again late Monday night and early Tuesday morning, but most of Halloween is just going to be a breezy day. So it's kind of like what we're seeing today. Nighttime winds, and then they die down a little bit during the day. It's going to be a chilly but sunny day on Halloween, And by the time we get to Halloween evening, it's going to be down into the 20s. So cold for those trick-or-treaters. Some recovery by Wednesday and Thursday as we start to warm back into the 50s for early November, maybe even lower 60s there by next Friday. The first weekend in November, a pretty average early November weekend with highs in the 50s, mid to upper 50s more than likely here. So there is your forecast for this Friday. Stay safe on the roads this weekend. Like I said, minor impacts. I don't think this is anything major, but still be careful out there if you do happen to be commuting over the weekend. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all on Monday morning with all the latest. Until then, take care, enjoy your weekend, stay warm, and God bless. Bye.